What's up, guys? Welcome to It's Whatever
Podcast.
Podcast. I hope you guys
Damn.
are doing well. Please subscribe. We're going to talk about a lot of crazy things today.
Let's
Miguel,
go.
how are you? Before we start out, what
I'm
has your
doing
life been?
fantastic, brother. I'm doing great. I can't really complain. It's been I've had a little bit of a hiatus when it comes to the channel and working on it, but we're back at it again, man. Sometimes you take breaks and sometimes you come back with a little better energy, and sometimes you need it, but I think it's been good, but I can't complain. So far, it's been a good start to the summer, bro. How about yourself?
Yeah, well, I'm completely in the opposite direction from you. I'm getting butt fucked everywhere from every direction, bro.
Yeah, boy.
You're gonna have to censor that one out. The producer, I'm the fucking producer
You.
editor. No, but the last time we met, we did a couple of good videos. Our audience, like actual people in the world, were telling us that the videos were good, but for some reason, YouTube didn't push them out. We did some Dollar Tree videos where we ate different types of food. We try to pick the worst food for each other, and it was a fun time, man. It was a good time.
I had tons of fun. It sucks because like I said, like you said, is we had feedback that people thought it was good. I had my future brother-in-law, I'll say, he was saying like, "Hey, I see your videos, man. Shout out Beto if you see it." But he was saying, "Oh man, I saw that Dollar General video. It was good, man. Yeah, shit was funny as hell." I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, like an actual not a fucking bot. This is not a no BS, no one commenting that I don't know. It's an actual person, and they told me it was good. So I was like,
Yeah.
damn, that's actually good to receive positive feedback like that.
Yeah, man. Shout out. But yeah, it was very, very interesting because when we uploaded that video, that's right when YouTube changed their views from what used to be regular views to views and engaged views. So
Interesting.
basically, like makes your views are higher, but they're not as legitimate. You have to go into the actual engaged section to see the views that will get monetized. A lot of people are kind of like bothered by it. I for one, yeah, I think it kind of sucks. I call it view inflation. Like it's an inflation of views, bro. Because they're trying to compete, like they're trying to do the same thing that TikTok does and Instagram, where you get a bunch of views and then you have to click in the analytics to see which views lasted for more than 3 seconds, which are considered engaged, which are considered like
Damn.
monetizable views. So
Right.
a lot of people were complaining that once they did that switch, like a lot of people's monetization went down and a lot of people's like overall engaged views went down because for some reason YouTube just like wanted to mess around like that.
Dang, that's crazy how they can just change like one simple algorithm move will like change the whole trajectory of your channel and like your income. Like what the
Yeah.
hell?
And your
Yeah,
income for real, man. That's one of
yeah.
the problems. Like obviously we don't make enough income here, like on YouTube. I think every time like it comes down to getting paid, I'm like, hey Mo, you want a percentage of the paycheck? And you're like, nah, bro, it's not enough.
No, you gotta just
Just
keep that
keep
shit,
that.
bro. You know what? Just go ahead, keep that, brother. Go ahead and buy some McDonald's with that.
Yeah. But no, it does feel good. Like yesterday when you told us that his name is Beto, right?
Yeah, shout
Your
out Beto. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Beto said that he liked the videos and it just made it feel good because I had already forgot about those videos. Like, yeah. And I think a lot of times like you 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 rate the quality of the video based on how many views it gets, and then like if we get no views, so then we're like, oh, it was a bad video, and then people in our lives are like, no, it was a good video, and it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
I should just keep going.
100%,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. So shout out to that. But actually, like talking to views, like we took a podcast break, but I didn't take a break from YouTube
No, you've
or.
been doing shorts and stuff. I see it. I see your work.
Mhm.
Keep on. We're doing speed videos, bunch of other like kind of projects, right?
Yeah, I did I was just messing around. I did like a Diddy video where you AI images of Diddy and then like an AI text voice with 11 Labs. Actually, CapCut now has like a language you can do like certain
Yeah.
voices.
Right.
You can even speak, and then you can have your voice be translated in post production to like a like an old man or like a girl or something.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, I did the Diddy video. It didn't get any views. So like I was saying, I was doing the Diddy video and it didn't get that many views. There was quite a lot of people who got a lot of views just from covering the court case. I know a lot of people got a lot of views with the Johnny Depp court case. So it's like a trend. You just kind of do videos on a famous litigation, see if it breaks through. And Diddy actually, man, he only got like 2 charges, right?
I saw he got away with some big stuff, bro. They got him on like attempt to the trafficking and attempt to something else. Like very small things compared that he was gonna get charged with, man. Got some good lawyers, I guess, man.
Yeah, actually, the lawyer is the same lawyer that Young Thug used. So the streets are saying that he's 2 for 2. You know, he won 2 championships back to back.
The streets are saying 2 for 2. Damn, that's wild, bro.
And I don't know if you've seen that lawyer, but he dresses pretty dripped. Like he's dripped
Yeah,
out,
he's
bro.
all balled out.
Yeah, like he looks like he's wearing designer and stuff
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
but I mean, you know, I was paying attention to the court case, and like maybe I didn't pay enough attention, but it did seem like there was no evidence for Diddy to be like targeted as a human trafficker, because like I'm not saying he's a good person. You know, he's obviously done a lot of bad things, and he's obviously a promiscuous person. But the whole like racketeering and human trafficking, the only thing they have is that he paid $100,000 to the security guard of the hotel to get the footage of him beating Cassie. So he pulled up with a money counter and gave $100,000 to like the security guard who's only been there for like a month, and then like another security guard. And that's the only like thing that they could be like, oh, this sounds like racketeering, because they had guns while they were doing the transactions and it was like threatening. But there was no evidence of human trafficking, even though Diddy's like right hand assistant is a girl who they compare a lot to
Just Lane.
Ghislaine Maxwell, but nothing, bro. I mean, he did get a count of prostitution, like soliciting a prostitute or whatever,
Yeah.
which apparently it is now the most expensive trial on prostitution in the history of America. Just crazy.
Crazy, man. I saw that today. I was like, wait, what the heck? Just getting away with murder. It's crazy. It's another OJ case, right? Like one of those cases people just get away with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, since we last did a podcast, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, you know, especially politically. You know, there's been like the whole ICE issue with immigration. That was going on. I mean, what's your whole opinion on all that, man? That's kind of a crazy, because in San Antonio, I feel like there was a big, people were
Yeah.
making a big commotion about it, right?
Yeah, man. Like it's really interesting because you and I, like, we haven't always had like the same like political views. I guess we've had the same like moral compass in a way, but there's been times where I'm like, oh, I'm a Trump supporter, and then you're like, nah, fuck that, and then like you voted for Trump this administration,
Mm-hmm.
this election, and
Yeah.
like right now I'm not too happy with Trump, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, we need it, bro. Same, yeah.
It pisses me
I think
off.
there's like a side of the whole Republican conservative people that completely just dick ride him and he can't do anything wrong kind of thing to them. But I think it's like you're saying, like, yeah, I mean, this big beautiful bill he's trying to pass is fucking horrible, bro. He's trying to like, he's doing the same thing the Democrats are doing, just a big spending bill, waste a bunch of money, fuck all the savings they were trying to make. Uh, Even this ICE immigration thing, like, I get it, you're trying to get all these what's it called, criminals and all these guys, but the way they're going about it, it's like optics, right? It doesn't look good, and the way they're doing it, it's like there's no reason to do it like that way. And in my opinion, I think it could have been handled better. Um, and just like I said, optically it doesn't look good. The thing with the war obviously was, yeah, I mean, just doing a deep dive, you could do a whole episode, a whole 7 month on the 12-day war. What do you call it? This is going to be known as a 12-day war.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that whole handling was crazy, bro. How he just dropped bombs on them, dropped B-2 bombs on them, and he thought it'd be over, but then Israel kept on firing, and it's kind of still at a stand. Apparently, they do like a 60-day what's it called, ceasefire or whatever.
Mm.
But that's just weird, bro. How, like, if you look at the videos of like Netanyahu saying that Iran can make a weapon in any day now, yada yada. He's been making those kind of videos since like 2002, bro. Like he's kind of been the guy that kind of has been poking the USA. Hey, do this, start this war here, start this regime war here for us, Israel, for a long time now, and I feel like there's been no pushback from us. We just do what he says. So yeah, I thought that was kind of, I guess we'll see. Only time will tell how that move by Trump will go down in history, but it can possibly create another issue with, because Iran does have ties with China and Russia. So I don't know, man. It's a whole deal, like you said. Trump is not fully happy with him as well. What's your thoughts on it?
I mean, damn it, you just covered a lot. Let's see.
I did. I tried to, bro.
You went from okay. So, in my opinion, with the ICE situation, I see a lot of families and a lot of kids and a lot of like innocent looking people just being like tackled down on TikTok, on Instagram. There's like videos that are like, heartbreaking where it's like a little girl or a little kid crying, telling her mom is going to be okay. There's been like in LA, I see a lot of videos of just people, like citizens helping the immigrants, like don't get out of the car, like don't open the door, or like I saw a video today of someone literally just like tagging, like tailgating the ICE truck for like a whole 2 hours, and it was just like a speed run video of like all the turns,
Yeah.
and
Damn.
people were like, make a GoFundMe and we'll give you gas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
like it's very interesting to see that because I mean, look, like the borders were wide open with the Biden administration, and we saw it in person. There were certain streets in San Antonio, there were certain areas in Austin, there were certain areas in New York and any other major city where there was just immigrants there, and we saw the cultural shift of even the immigrants, like the demographics of the immigrants used to be a lot of like Mexicans and maybe like people from El Salvador or Honduras, but once the border got open with the Biden administration, we started seeing immigrants from like other countries deeper in South America, a lot of Colombians, Venezuelans, a lot of people from like Africa, just everyone in the whole
Yeah.
world was coming in.
China. Yeah.
China, everywhere. Yeah, yeah, there probably was a lot of criminals, and we saw like in the Roosevelt Hotel in New York, where it was just like taken over by these crime members. There's like viral videos of little kids with like some of them were even kids, and they had nicknames, and they were like murders and stuff. So we all wanted that to end. We wanted the Trump administration to take out these criminals, but I feel like we got tricked in saying that they're going to take out the criminals because they are taking out criminals, but then they're also taking out just regular people who are
Yeah.
here working
That's
because
fucked up.
they probably
Yeah.
just have a quota. ICE probably just has a quota a day or a month where it's like we need to get these many individuals go.
Definitely. Yeah.
So
It's kind of like
we yeah
cops
go.
when it comes to like tickets, right? In my opinion, okay, we all know they'll never admit it, but there's some kind of quota where they have to hit X number of tickets for the county, for the city, for the month. And now I think what's going on, there's kind of an incentivized thing with the ICE agents. You catch X number of criminals slash immigrants. I mean, they're just saying criminals. Well, okay, being illegally here is a crime theoretically. Uh, Catch X number of criminals and you'll get a bonus, or I don't know. That's what I think. That's the only thing I could think of that will cause an ICE agent to go out of their way and work that way, right? Like being that aggressive, they're going to and targeting construction sites, targeting all these kind of businesses that immigrants tend to work in. I think that's kind of fucked up. It's yeah, I think it's messed up.
Yeah, I think it's really messed up too, and
Home Depots, they're putting up the Home Depots and shit, right? It's
yeah, dude,
fucked up,
like
bro.
they're just going right where they're at.
Yeah,
There are certain restaurants also I've seen in
yeah,
California that the restaurants are just kind of out of business because all of their customers were basically people that were like illegal immigrants. I mean, I do a lot of I think I do like thought experiments sometimes. I'm like, all right, let me try to think like the other way. Uh, like when like the way to be like a devil's advocate, I guess, and it makes sense. It's they are illegal by definition,
yeah.
right? But just choosing to call them illegal immigrants or illegal aliens, you're choosing to put those words together to build a narrative. But by definition, they are illegal. Now, if you're an illegal immigrant crossing the border and Border Patrol is right there, they're going to tackle you, they're going to arrest you, and they're going to send you back to Mexico or back to whatever
Wherever you're from.
country.
Yeah,
So why wouldn't they tackle you if you're now like like a couple thousand miles inside the country? Does that make sense? Like once if you're right there at the border, they're gonna tackle you. So what makes you think they're not gonna tackle you once you're in a major city, right? So that's the logical standpoint. But to me, the human like humanitarian, like with feelings, is you would you don't send these people that kind of just look like a military force, like undercover cops. They look
yeah. They're hiding in plain sight.
like they're getting people at like grocery stores. They're getting people at all different types of just regular like public places, and they're like arresting them and treating them like they did like they did a crime, like you would do with someone shoplifting, or would you, or like you would do for someone who's like drunk and driving or something. So it just it doesn't seem right. It seems like a trick, and I mean, a lot of people are feeling this. That's why there's a lot of protests going on. They kind of died down right now, but I'm pretty sure they're going to step back up. And I suspect. I mean, I hope hopefully not, but I suspect there's going to be like a George Floyd situation with like an immigrant or something. They've already deported a couple of people who are citizens.
Citizens, they fucked up. Yeah.
You see the Trump administration pushing for that. Like they want to send they passed a bill. I think I don't know if they already passed it, but there was mention of a bill last month to deport actual citizens to prisons like in El Salvador or just like other prisons outside the U.S., which is very fucking
What
controversial.
the hell is that? Yeah.
Yeah,
What the hell is even that? No, yeah. I think that's too far, bro. I mean, I think that there should be a different focus, right? Like, I get it. You know, the border. You're the border. You're the one. He ran on that, right? Controlling the border. The border's a control right now. I think I've heard that there's like very little crossings. The border's controlled now. That was one of his focuses. But I think, like I said, it just looks wrong to be uh what's it called, going about it this way. And I think that, like I said, there's other things that need to be focused on. He's only been in office what, like 5 6 months now, going on
yeah,
6 months, going on 7.
yeah,
So you know, a lot of shit's been going on, man. So
yeah.
yeah, I think he just needs to. I think he needs to like be strategic about this and just, you know, it feels like he didn't think of it that way, or I don't know.
Yeah, like you were saying also about the war with Iran and Israel. I honestly don't know how that one started. I know they probably have a history, but it was Palestine, Israel, and then somehow Iran got involved. And I was like pretty shocked when the bombing happened because Trump acted out of nowhere. Because he said he was going to give him 60-day notice, and then he just bombs them overnight, and then he releases pictures of them in the what is it, situation room, right? Or, yeah, like they had like
Like
a
in the meeting,
photo. They had a photo op. Trump is very media centered, so it's kind of surreal. Like, are we really having like a photo op for the decision of a bomb? I know there's a lot of historic photos that we have in America, but just the fact that we get to see like, oh, these historic photos are not going to be posted on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, and they're just going to go, and you're going to see them right before the bomb happens, and then you're going to find out what happens. It's a very surreal feeling. Now the bomb that they sent over, I think the operation was amazing. Like, it was super successful. A new type of bomb. We never seen that technology. I think they interviewed, I don't know who it was. Someone interviewed the engineer who actually spent years making the bomb,
designing it. Yeah,
designing it, and how it's a bomb that what is it called? It's called a bunker buster. So, and then you had like the media like CNN and MSNBC saying like, oh, like it didn't actually destroy what it was meant to destroy. The destruction was not as dramatic as Trump is making it seem. He's making you feel like they actually did get to destroy the nuclear reactor, but they didn't. And so now you're like, wait, the media is telling me that the bomb is not as effective, but we know it is effective because why the fuck would they like? It's a fucking
yeah,
bunker buster, bro. Like, come on, like
yeah, yeah.
it's gone. You're not gonna see it
Right.
on top. It's underneath, bro. It's like solid. So it's just very very interesting. But I think it was successful because like Russia didn't do anything and
Yeah,
China didn't do anything,
correct.
and Iran sent like the rockets to the base in I don't know, somewhere in the Middle East. I don't know if it was
Military.
Kuwait.
Yeah,
Where was it? Somewhere, right?
Bahrain. I think it's Bahrain. Yeah,
Bahrain. They send the missiles to Bahrain to the military base, but they warned the country and then they warned the U.S. that they're going to do it. It's kind of more like a theatrical
it's like a
type of
formal
thing,
thing, right? Like a formality.
which is weird. War has formalities as fuck.
Dude, I heard that and I was like, what? Have we just not been involved in enough war to know this shit? Like, or what the fuck? Like, yeah, it was
The
weird.
ethics of war is like
Yeah,
we must send fucking missiles even though they're going to get destroyed. It's just like what the fuck. So
yeah.
I think it showed that the U.S. I think it showed why we don't have
Still
fucking
got the power,
healthcare.
huh? Still got the muscles, man.
Why we
Still
don't
got
have
the like,
healthcare, bro. That's why.
I don't have healthcare.
Because it
Why we
all
all
goes to the
why
fucking
we're all
military.
diabetic? Why we're all yeah, well, SSRIs. Yeah,
It all goes to the fucking
it
military.
got us to the military complex, guys.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I think it did like stop Russia and maybe China from doing like all the shit they wanted to do. They're like fuck, like they have successful operations. So,
well, because
but
I know Iran, like, because you were saying what happened with the whole Israel Gaza thing, that was the issue, and then Iran got brought into it. From what I know, I think everyone kind of is on the same page on this, that Iran's been the one funding these like terrorist groups, like the Hamas and the Houthi. So their backing has been allowed these groups to reign and control those Middle Eastern areas.
Hmm.
And so this was kind of like Israel. Israel was pissed, and they were like, obviously they've had, like you said, historical issues for years and years, just because of the way the region is. So I think at this point, like by Trump doing this is kind of like telling, hey, Iran, like, hey, know your place. We're trying to settle down the Middle East. But then again, it is favoring Israel, because not Israel is like, you see, you mess with us, and guess who comes in? The U.S. You know. But yeah, man, I just, like I said, I think it's an interesting scenario. Who knows what will happen, because it can spark up any moment, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it can spark up. And also, I saw that like Iran has like a treaty or something where
Yeah, yeah,
we can go inspect, the U.S. or other countries can go inspect their nuclear facilities to see
correct.
that they're not building nuclear like weapons. But at the same time, are you really going to trust Iran when they're funding these like terrorist groups? And I guess just to show how successful the mission was, at the end of the day, they destroyed like these areas where they're building the nuclear reactors, right?
Yeah, I did.
They didn't destroy civilian houses. They didn't destroy cities. Like the U.S. went and attacked what it needed to, and
Got out.
it bounced, right?
Yeah, you got out.
So in a way, that's humane, but it's just like fuck, bro. Like we're having this problem, but like no one's really happy with the whole immigration issue that happened in deportation. Then we have this other problem just coming out of nowhere, and now we have like this big beautiful bill that he wants to get signed by 4th of July on
By
Friday.
July tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't really know too much about it. I know like there's like an EV mandate that they're taking away, and which is probably the
Musk is.
reason. Yeah, he's going to start a political party. You said that, right? The American Party.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know much about the beautiful bill. What do you know about it?
Honestly, I'm just talking about it with my coworker and stuff, because we usually talk about this political stuff. But from what we know, it's going to be a big spending bill that the Republican Party is trying to get passed. I know it made it to the Senate already. JD Vance was the deciding vote. He's like, we're going through with it. And now, so it's made it to the Senate, and now it's going to the House, which is, I think, a tougher task because there's less control there. But I forget how many votes they need to pass it. But from what I know, like I said, I haven't dived into the full details, but it's going to be a big spending bill. It's kind of the big FU to the Democrats and Biden, where Republicans really target, you know, right leaning policies here. And yeah, it's getting rid of the whole EV, I guess, incentivizing, and it's really pissing off Elon Musk, because I think that enabled him to get a lot of business and revenue, right? So it's gonna affect his bottom dollar. So I think he's pissed.
Yeah, I think he lost like 55 billion like last
Yeah,
time he tweeted or something. But
yeah,
Tesla's stocks are going down.
going down a lot. Yeah,
Which so there was a mandate. So it was an EV mandate. So like at a certain point, cars all have to be electric. Which
yeah,
I mean, I don't really agree with that.
no,
I used to think electric cars were like the best thing ever, but you actually were the one who made me start thinking about it. Like your phone battery dies, your iPhone, your battery dies, and you have to get a new phone at some point. But then but mortars, like actual like gasoline mortars, they last forever, bro. Those engines, like you have your Mexican uncle with like the fucking car from 1985 or 1999, the
smells
Honda
like shit,
Accords.
but it still works, right?
It still works because it's gas,
Yeah,
it's tried and true. So I
right.
think hybrid is the way to go.
Couldn't agree more.
For the
Yeah,
cars. Yeah, I
couldn't
think
agree
that's the
more.
way to go. Like I know there's also like a tax cut in the
Yeah,
bill.
yeah.
I don't know what too much about it. Do you know about it a little bit or
I
no?
saw these videos about it. Well, it's gonna change kind of taxes for different tax brackets.
Hmm.
Apparently, it's gonna mess up people who make less than $30,000. I don't know.
Fuck.
I saw that somewhere, and I was like, man, that's fucking blows. I hope it's not true. But yeah, I mean, I think this is Trump kind of giving back to his main supporters, which is the big funders, right? I don't know. Who knows? Like, this is the stuff where like you said, we're losing. As someone who voted for Trump, I feel like you kind of were brought up as you campaign on being the guy who's not you know invested with these corporate people and stuff. But it's kind of all like the first term in 2016, I felt like he was more of a like combatant, contrarian kind of guy. This time, I feel like maybe he's too political, bro. Like maybe he's been indoctrinized a bit more. He's like more professional. Like he knows the game more. So maybe he's been like I said, indoctrinized more, and I don't know. Like I said, like you said, I'm not fully happy with what he's been doing, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Trump. Like his opinion changes fast and with people. He's very polarizing. Like right now, we're saying we don't like him because what's happening, but then there might be a world situation where he acts right, and we're like, oh, this is like the person that we need, and it happens a lot. So you're right. Like the first term, when he went against Hillary, it's very contrarian. Everyone was just like, this is like an fu to the establishment. Like so, people were supporting that because of him. The people he surrounded himself with, it was the first time that he was in politics in the Joe Rogan podcast. When he went on, he talked about how like he had to appoint like 10,000 people within like the first 30 days,
He's yeah.
and it's like a lot of people got in there, so it was bad. This time, like his campaign was a brilliant campaign. It definitely needs to be studied. He had memes. He had the McDonald's situation. He went on podcasts, revolutionized the way that you're supposed to do a campaign, which is what we actually wanted. We wanted long hours of conversations, not just it's
Sound
like little
bites.
16-minute debates where you get sound bites. And his debate performance was pretty good. I think probably his best performance. Nah, his Hillary performance was the best, like debate.
Yeah.
But this one was pretty good for what he could do. So he won, and he got the right people in, strong people to be in his cabinet. But now the way that he's going about the situations with the immigration and the deportations, a lot of people are not happy with it. He needs to read the room for that one. And then also with the war with Russia and Ukraine, like a lot of people started losing hope when he had the discussion in the Oval Office with
Oh,
Vladimir
Zelensky.
Zelensky, and they
Yeah.
talked about him not wearing a suit and him not being grateful. But some people are still like, yeah, he needed to be like put in his place. And then Russia just kind of has not been respecting the meetings that they set up. I think there was a meeting where Vladimir Putin, Zelensky, and Trump were supposed to be there, and like Putin just like backed up, didn't even go in there. So time passed, and Trump said he was going to get this done on day one, and it's been 6 months, it hasn't been done. That Israel and Palestine happened, then Israel and Iran happened, and he got involved, and now people were like, shit, like World War III is actually going to happen. And now this bill situation. So it's and also the fucking citizenship birthright, which I mean, I just want to say what I think about it, like, and what I know. So a lot of people think that the Supreme Court decided that like immigrants who have kids who are born here, like the birthright citizenship. A lot of people think the Supreme Court voted on the birthright citizenship, but they did not vote on that. They voted on the fact that a state judge cannot basically sue the administration at the time, right? So it's like state versus federal government. That's what the
Yeah.
case was. For there to be an actual case on a birthright citizenship, that means that there has to be an immigrant or someone who was born in America from immigrant parents who actually sues the Trump administration, probably wants to get deported, probably a person who is very educated or at least has a lot of money behind them. And that lawsuit is going to go all the way to the Supreme Court, and then they're going to make a decision on that. That's how the fucking Supreme Court works, and a lot of people don't understand. And
That's how Roe v. Wade got to what he got, right? It
right,
became.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So just a crazy situation there, but
It is.
right now, I think the next president is going to be Democrat. I don't think JD Vance is, unless he does a
Exactly.
complete 180.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, damn, like they're proving him right. Fuck. Yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
looks wrong. Even though, like, I mean, the economy still hasn't taken shape too well, to be honest. Like, but even then, like, I think it'd be crazy if we were able to somehow visualize what the Kamala Harris thing would have been like.
So awful.
It would have been awful, right? Like, let's just be honest. Like, uh, but shit, man. I guess let's pivot a little bit from politics. We got a little into the
Yeah.
weeds there with politics. But you see that shit with the freaking Liver King?
Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
Just to lighten up a little bit, yeah, that Liver King shit was crazy, bro. Because I feel like he's spazzing out because he has a Netflix documentary that came out about him. You see that Netflix documentary?
I didn't see it, but I saw like videos on it.
I haven't seen it as well, but I saw that it came up on my, like, I guess it's a new thing Netflix did. And I feel like maybe it caused him to spaz out, and he's like, man, I gotta go defend my honor and fight Joe Rogan, Kind of a weird thing. But people go through manic episodes, man. Like, I feel like people who are, so these people who are, they kind of get an ego and they kind of get all this pride and stuff. And maybe he's like, felt like he had to defend himself. I don't know, but he got freaking taken down here in Austin and 6th Street, and he got sent to jail and shit.
Yeah, dude, that's so crazy. It's crazy because Joe Rogan, like in theory, on paper, Joe Rogan should be a person who supports a Liver King, someone who eats like raw meats and raw organs. It makes sense that Joe would support that idea, especially when he
Yeah.
does like the carnivore diet and and like just like all like the
Carnival.
alter
He goes to carnival. So I'm playing. A
carnivorous
lot of
diet.
funnel cake. No, but
Fuck, bro, my dyslexia getting to
you're
me.
good, bro. Carnivore. You're
But
good.
in theory, you think that he would support the Liver King, but he actually came out and said like that's fake. He's bullshit. He's obviously using steroids.
His six pack looks so crazy, bro. Like, who would believe his belly button is like literally become an Audi? People were like, damn, his belly button used to be like an innie, it became an Audi, bro. Like,
Yeah, and I think it was more plates, more dates. There's a YouTube channel that
yeah.
they kind of that guy kind
Damn,
of
boy, you know your
debates.
shit. Let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I know my shit. So more plates, more dates is a YouTube channel where it's about working out and fitness, and he exposed the Liver King with actual receipts, and I think it was actual receipts, like receipts of
Yeah.
like the steroids
Emails.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, emails and all that, and then. Liver King kind of went down. Everyone saw him as a fraud. He came out and apologized, saying that it was an act, but like he still does eat liver and shit. And he wanted to be on Joe Rogan's podcast, and Joe said, "Why would I have this guy on? He's a fraud." So I think it's literally like a villain arc. Like
Yeah, it is.
the supporter becomes a villain because they see the person they idolize or the person they wanted to be friends with just completely like disowns and disavows like what you believe and what you stand for. And years later, now we have the Liver King looking like a crackhead on Sixth Street, bro. Like
Because
just
one of
going
his eyes was
crazy.
like bigger than the other and shit. Like he's straight up looking like straight up fit. He'll fit right in with Austin, bro. He looks
Yeah.
set up for Sixth Street, man.
Dude, and Joe Rogan's fucking paranoid ass was like, he was probably like, I need to fucking call the cops right now.
Yeah,
Like, he's at the
yeah.
fucking Sixth Street.
Shit, man. I still like one of those things. I would love to see that actually happen. Like set that up, fucking Dana White. Why is Dana White not setting that up as a UFC fight, bro? Like, come on, dude. Yeah, it should be all over that kind of shit.
Yeah, Joe Rogan probably kicked his ass like so.
Probably
Like,
would, to
because
be honest. But
he's an actual
I
fighter,
still
right?
want to
So,
see it. I just
yeah.
want to see it.
Yeah. I don't think Joe Rogan's ever gonna fight anyone ever, right? Like, they'll have to
Nah,
offer him like $1 billion or something.
I think he's good on money, right? He's a billionaire. I think. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But
He might be.
shit, man. It's that was a hilarious story. I thought the whole Liver King thing.
Yeah. So he's been released from prison, right? Or from
Yeah, I
jail.
think he's out. And then he put an Instagram video now. And he's like, apparently he's reflecting on it and shit. But God knows. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know who. Like that guy has kids, bro. Like what the hell is he doing?
He does have kids.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
shit, I mean, sometimes you just gotta disappear from the internet and just like be like, yeah, my chapter's over. I made enough money. Like I have to go.
Honestly, I guess people were saying like he should be good on money. Why is he even doing this? Like apparently he has $15 million. Like, dude, that's good. You should be able to live off of that.
Yeah, and also like everyone still has supporters at the end of the day. Like there's diehard supporters for anyone. Like they're just gonna follow him. And even like in this situation, there's probably people who became supporters of the Liver King after the situation because people just have such different like comprehension levels and situations and experiences that they might be like, oh, I like the Liver King now because he fucking went out of his way to support Joe Rogan. Fuck Joe Rogan. Like they might be like that.
Some liberals will like him now because they're like fuck Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like that. Would you ever eat liver, bro, like that, like raw?
dude, no. I've honestly, I wouldn't even eat it cooked, bro. Fuck that shit. I wouldn't eat that
Really?
shit at all. Apparently, it's like super healthy for you, but I'm like, ugh. I just take the chicken and beef, bro. Fuck it, keep it simple. I'm a
You,
picky eater, bro.
you are a picky eater.
I am a
Chicken
picky
and
eater.
beef. Have you been eating any like fast food or anything lately?
Actually, this week I've been trying to eat at home this week. It's always like a Monday struggle, right? You're like, oh yeah, I want to meal prep, and then by Wednesday, it's when you start falling off buying Chick-fil-A and shit. Uh, dude, no, but yeah, well, this week we cooked at home a lot, but yeah, I just feel like Chick-fil-A's dropped standards so much now, bro. What do you think? People are saying Chick-fil-A's becoming the new Taco Bell. Like you gotta go to the restroom right after, bro. Like, what do
Oh,
you think?
really?
What do you think about that? People are saying that.
I have not had Chick-fil-A in a while. I had Whataburger recently, but Chick-fil-A, I guess once you talk about the GMO situation, and then I just kind of like stayed away from it. And then also like, I do want to try the chicken nuggets. Apparently they have these chicken nuggets that are like super protein based and like are super cheap.
The grilled
But
ones, yeah,
I
I've
think
heard about
I tried their latest sandwich a couple months ago, but it just wasn't my cup of tea.
the grilled spicy.
The grilled spicy,
You
yeah,
didn't like it? I
just
thought it was good as fuck.
you thought it was good.
They got rid of it though, but it was good.
It had like a certain type of cheese, right?
Type of what?
It had like a certain type of cheese. I
I don't
remember it was like
know.
it was
Or
with
maybe
cheese.
maybe you got yours with American cheese and shit. Yeah, I think it's better without cheese. Yeah,
Mm, yeah, but Nah, man. I did try the Takis burger, bro.
Oh, bro, you talked to me. You called me then that shit happened, bro. You said nah, right?
Yeah, I gotta. I'm gonna post that shit tomorrow,
That
bro.
shit's cooked.
I see commercials on the Takis burger. Like, I guess a lot of people are liking it. A
My
lot
girl
of
said the
reviews.
fries were great. My girl said the fries are good.
She like the fries.
She said her coworker gave her some and the fries were bomb. I'm like,
I thought. See, I think it wasn't crispy enough, to be honest. But like my hardcore opinion is Takis, this was successful. Wendy's, this was successful. Please keep doing these type of innovations. But Takis, don't just do Wendy's. I need the Takis Popeyes, dude. If we get Takis Popeyes, it's fucking over. That's just gonna be delicious, bro. Like you
on
need
on the fried chicken, like the spice on it.
like they need to go
Yeah.
with someone with a fast food restaurant that actually makes chicken, because Wendy's has like a chicken patty. It's like a chicken nugget. No, no, no. I need
Yeah.
some fucking actual like chicken, some Chick-fil-A or Popeyes or something,
Yeah,
or like Saxby's, some shit like that. I don't know.
no, I get what you mean. Like some actual good chicken, right? Yeah.
Some actual good chicken with the
KFC
Takis
or some
shit.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that'd be dope.
That would be dope, bro. But shit.
The little corn, they had like a little corn sauce on top of the burger. I didn't like that shit at all. Like I felt like it didn't give any it didn't have any taste.
Okay, gotcha.
The chicken kind of really just fucked me up, and it was a lot of calories, bro. It was like 1,300 calories or something. I was like, fuck, bro, that's a lot.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of like all this food stuff, like my YouTube feed has gone full of that guy you showed me, Sir Yacht. That's Sir Yacht
Sir,
guy.
yeah, yeah,
Dude, that guy's fucking funny, bro. He be eating like he did the Buc-ee's, eating for Buc-ee's for a week, all
yeah,
that kind of shit. It's super entertaining. I just put it out, like it's really good background stuff. I just watch him eating. I'm like, damn. And but he's smart because he'll show the workout. He'll be, I gotta run 10 miles now after eating this shit, you know? Like,
yeah.
that's funny. So I watch him and then I watch this other guy called Beard Meets Food. You know who he is? Beard Meets Food. So Beard Meets Food there's like food challenges. So he'll eat like a fucking huge ass burger like at certain spots and stuff. Like he's like a food uh
Footy.
big food. Like he eats a bunch of food.
Mm.
But yeah, I guess that's kind of my way of like maybe sometimes I'll be like I'll get cravings and I'll just like fuck it, just put this shit on and kind of gross me out and like and I don't eat it. You know? Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, bro. I want to try that. I want to try something like that. Like I have a video coming out that's very similar to that, and I
Yeah.
think what you said is pretty good. Like you said, it's good background like
Love it.
video.
I put a background and I like do whatever I gotta do. Like let's say I'm like folding clothes or doing some kind of like task, but it's not the most difficult task. I could just like have something in the background. I always do that. Yeah. That
Yeah.
content is great. That content is he has
Do you
great
know
views.
Do you know Killdozer? Have you heard of that guy?
Hildo, that sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
So
Yeah.
I think I showed it to you last time.
The red dye, right? The red dye guy.
Yeah, the red dye guy.
Yes, I've seen him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Killdozer is, I guess that's a new type of niche that's being created, which is eating for a week, and then it's just I saw an interview with Killdozer when basically he was a UCLA football player, so he's pretty big and he works in a lab, but then he just started doing TikToks and it went pretty viral. And then now he started having a YouTube channel and he said, you know what, let me just record myself eating like raw food only for a week or whatever.
I saw that video.
So what he says is like he just eats it and he just puts it all into like an editing software and he just cuts it without really any like special effects, but he just doesn't leave any silences and he's surprised that people find it entertaining. But you gave the key to that. It's because it's good background videos to watch. So I think that's like somewhere where I think you and I can kind of get into that, because we done like food challenges, where we McDonald's versus Wendy's or
Wingstop, fucking wings.
Wingstop.
Yeah,
We've done it, but
yeah.
I guess we focus a lot on like editing. Like let's edit and make the cuts like be good and add music. But now the thing is just eat it and cut it down to like 2 seconds or 5 seconds, and then eat the next day, and then cut that down, and then eat the next day. So it's kind of like the new version of a vlog. If you're just gonna record your daily life, no one's gonna watch it. But if you put a challenge behind it with low effort editing, people watch it for some reason.
They will. Yeah. Like I said, my feed is full of it. I'm sure if I went to right now, I'll find a bunch of them, and it's never ending. Like people pop up. I'll just watch people who aren't even like I don't even know who they are. Like I just put it, and it's like all eating, fucking in and out. Eating doing the in and out calorie challenge. I don't know what the fuck. Like, yeah. No, I agree with that. I think we should definitely try that out. Even if shit, what you got going on 4th of July weekend, bro? You got any plans?
I have 0 plans. Actually, this
Same, man.
Saturday I'm gonna go on stage for one of the stand up, but I
You
don't.
do stand up, right? You're saying? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Wait,
That's what's up.
4th of July is this Friday?
It's just Friday, bro. Luckily, I'll be off a short week today, bro. Short this week.
So you're up on Friday.
I'm off on Friday, yeah.
Damn. Damn, man. I mean, maybe maybe I can come over and we can fucking do something.
Yeah,
I want to ride the fucking Tesla cab, bro. Have you seen it?
I saw a bunch of, so this weekend we went out to, I had the in-laws in, so like my brother-in-law, future brother-in-law, and my girl's sister was here. We went out to East 6, so we went like the Lucky, I think in Lucky Duck, right? You've been there. You know that area.
Oh yeah.
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 So we were in that area. We went to this bar. It's called Whiskey Foxtrot. Pretty cool bar. They have a big screen there. You can watch the UFC fight there. Next time you come, we should go to that spot. Like we got some good drinks there. Like it was a good vibe there.
Okay.
And so we went there. What was I trying to get to with that? Sorry.
Tesla cabs.
Yes. Okay. So we were in this E6, and then dude, you see them passing like nothing, bro. Just I was at the red light trying to go to the parking in front of that area. And yeah, there's 2 cars just passed by. What do they call it? Something with a W, right? Not
Well,
Waze.
there's some that aren't Tesla cabs, but then there's some that specifically
These were
Tesla
Teslas.
cabs. They were Teslas.
These were Teslas. Yeah, we saw them, but they have a bunch of like gear around them and shit. It looks crazy, bro. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so I just imagine it's just drunk people getting on the cab, right? Just like taking it to the
people in the
next.
back. You seen that? There's like a robot going around Austin now. So you seen that video? It's like a guy.
Yeah.
Whoa, I really like your outfit. He's like, he'll change his accents and stuff.
Has a little
crazy.
sombrero.
Yeah,
Has a little.
Yeah.
It's like the robot that Castanot had, right? But like someone bought it also in Austin. I guess.
It's the same one. It's the same one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Was it Speed or Sonat? Yeah, two. I guess both of them did it actually.
Yeah, because
right.
they have that viral video where they're kicking it to see if it like balances.
Yeah. That's funny, man.
That's crazy. But yeah, man, it makes me want to do a fucking food challenge now.
Honestly, yeah, same. Maybe because I'm fucking I went to the gym, so I'm fucking hungry. Like,
Yeah.
I've been going to the gym like maybe a month now. I found this really good gym near me, bro. It's like fucking godsend of a gym because it's like $10 a month, but it's part of the city of Rock here.
Shit.
So it's like it's cool that the city has that kind of thing, and it's like it has an indoor gym, outdoor gym, basketball court, pool. What else is it? There's probably something I'm forgetting, but yeah, it has $10 a month basically. I'm like fuck. So I've been going a lot there. It's yeah. Been playing soccer too. I played a game yesterday. So yeah, man, I'm trying to keep busy, trying to stay active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, dude. I've been doing the same because to be honest, like I gained a lot of weight. Like I was 226 pounds like a couple weeks ago.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. I was going. I got up and then I started going back down, and then I just kind of like I went down to like 215, and then I just distracted myself and I went back up, and then I was like, damn, I'm 226. Like that's fucking crazy.
It's crazy how your body can like fluctuate like that, bro. That's
Fluctuates
actually
like that.
that means you have a good what's it called, metabolism though, like in general.
The thyroid, right, or something.
Your thyroid gland or whatever it is.
So I said fuck this, and Vanessa and I were on bikes, and we like with her watch. It said that she.
That's a hack, bro. That's a good hack.
Yeah,
I've been doing it.
hack.
Like I bike at least 30 minutes or something like that, and
yeah,
you don't even feel tired, bro. You're just watching some shit. You're just
watching some shit,
and you look at your watch and it says 1,000 calories. What the fuck? Oh shit! I burned 1,000 calories, right, bro? Yeah.
It makes no sense. So we were like at 400 calories, and then I said, you know what, 400 calories, bro. Let me go to the gym, and I bet I can do 600 more. And I fucking did it, and then but like
shit.
I told Vanessa record me, and then when she recorded me, I said for the next 10 days I'm gonna burn 1,000 calories a day, and I fucking did it, bro. I did 10,000 calories. Yeah, I did it. So that's the video I have coming up, like 10,000.
That's cool, man. I like that.
It actually it did change me in a way because I feel more endurance, and like I'm not afraid of reaching 1,000, and like I'm also not afraid to spend like an hour or two at the gym. Like I get it done, and I haven't played soccer, so I'm excited to play because I feel like so much more endurance now that I've done that.
Oh hell yeah, you should, bro. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so
that's like the biggest key. Yeah,
I ate like shit the whole time. I ate like shit the whole time.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like since I guess maybe it's a mental thing. You're like, oh, I'm working out. It's whatever. I'll eat whatever. Like it's kind of like a hard thing a mental thing, right? I don't know. I've noticed
it's
too.
It's like double discipline. You need double discipline to
yeah,
eat and burn calories. It's like fuck off, bro.
I don't know how people do it, bro. And like I watch all these like bodybuilders on my YouTube page. They come out on YouTube page and like shit, and they be eating the worst junk, bro. But then they come out all buff and shit. I'm like, damn, dog. Like,
yeah.
The biggest thing people say is like obviously weighing your food and like counting the calories and stuff. I feel like once you get to that level and discipline, like that's when you get to the like, really good results and stuff like that. But Shit,
Yeah.
who got time for that, bro? Who got a
I
scale?
guess the only, from what I know, the only way that you can actually just start weighing your food is if you just buy the scale and you just
Yeah,
always leave it
always
on
have
the
it with you.
table. Just
Yeah,
always leave it on the counter. Because if it's hidden, you're not gonna use it, bro. You're gonna
yeah, bro. Nah, yeah, exactly. Man. That's crazy that we're both kind of got into the same thing because we're both. Dude, I'm 29, bro. You're about to be 32, right?
yeah,
We're about to be unks, bro. You heard of the term unk? We're about to be
yeah,
unks.
fucking with the term unk. I guess
Yeah,
we are unk material.
unk
That
status.
comes from uncle, right? Like like
Yeah,
uncle.
apparently there's like different different naming conventions for people depending on their age, and yeah, we're about to become unks at 30, man. But
Yeah, I mean, that's why we got to be in the best shape at 30, bro. Like just fucking
yeah,
try
like I
hard.
think I see the whole thing of like people want, do you want to be like a weak ass, like squishy ass dad or like a strong dad kind of thing. I'm like, damn, that's
Yeah, the
actually,
dad bod is real, bro. Like
yeah, that's true.
you start getting that fuck, you start getting the dad bod at the end of your 20s, and then if you don't do it like now, you're just not.
Oh, it's gonna get worse, bro.
It's just gonna get worse.
Yeah, because like you're saying, yeah, you just don't do anything about it. Not to mention your back is probably gonna hurt more.
Yeah,
I'm sure
and
now
then
you're working out, you probably have less back pain, right? Like,
yeah, I do.
yeah, right,
And
Sam.
also your libido goes fucking away if you get all fat, you know.
Yeah, it does. It does actually.
So,
You start working
but
out and it comes back, huh?
yeah, I actually went down to 215 calories. So I mean 215 pounds.
Oh, that's
So
good, bro. That means you
yeah, I
lost
went
like
down
11
10 pounds
pounds.
with the challenge. Like it's
That's
crazy.
great. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we'll look forward to. I guess we should like agree on like a little challenge or video or food video we can do,
Yeah.
and
No,
then just
100%, bro. Yeah, let's plan it out. Like maybe like, we can look up to the next big trend that's gonna pop. Like obviously that Takis thing was a good one, but I didn't even know. You're the one sent me the video. I didn't even know it was gonna be a thing. Like,
yeah.
but summer has these like challenges that come up, right? Maybe we'll find a good one.
I think a good one would be like losing weight only eating fast food, but that's kind of expensive.
That is expensive. But like
Yeah,
Chipotle, like you can do Chipotle and count the calories and then maybe eat a burrito a day kind of thing. Like keep it smart. Be smart with it, you know.
yeah, yeah.
And then yeah,
Well,
that's
we'll
crazy.
see. But nah, Ben, this has been an amazing podcast.
Hey,
Thank you
good
for
bro.
everyone watching, man.
Thanks
Please
if you watched.
subscribe and like, man.
Leave us a comment. Let us know anything y'all want to discuss in the comments. Let us know what you think about our opinions on politics, the subjects we covered. And yeah, guys, appreciate the support. This will never stop. Probably we'll probably always come back and have a pod and reminisce and talk. It's kind of like a documentary of our lives in a way.
Yeah, in a way.
100%. Nah, man, it's been good talking to you, bro. I'm glad you're doing good, and we'll definitely keep on running it, man. Food
Yes,
challenge coming soon.
sir.
Y'all watch out for that. Also, throw some love if you can to go watch our shorts and all that kind of stuff. We have a good amount of content. Like Eric hasn't stopped posting stuff. He's been posting shit. So y'all go check those out. Appreciate the support, and we'll see you on the next one.
So like it or not, watch it or not, it's
It's
whatever.
whatever.